So hey guys, and welcome back. I am coming at you with, of course, a video on this look, which I'm so excited for. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. We're taking our Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. That is a mouthful. And I'm just going to go ahead and work it into my skin. This one does take a little while to kind of go ahead and blend in. It's best if you warm it up first, but once it does kind of get itself together, it's great for really smoothing. I love the way it feels on my skin. It truly is amazing. You need to check it out if you haven't already. And being basic as always, I'm taking my Hourglass Vanish stick foundation, and I love this stuff, guys. So today I'm taking 3 stripes because my skin just has a little bit of redness on it. I'm sure you guys, if you have seen my other videos, my skin gets pretty red, but I'm going to go ahead and just take my Real Technique sponge and go ahead and blend that baby all in. And yeah, this it takes me a little while to blend it in. Not only do I pat, but I also do like to swipe it because it is a stick foundation where it does still blend amazing like that. But taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light or Fair, I want to say, I'm just going to go ahead and take this under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, forehead, all the Cupid's bow, and a little bit on the chin. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing and blend that all out. But I do want to get this one in the shade Fair so I can do some really nice highlighting. But I also am going to use this as my eye primer. And taking my favorite translucent powder, this one's by Kat Von D. By far one of the best powders that I've used, better than the Laura Mercier in my opinion. But I'm just going to go ahead and make some weird faces and set right under my eyes because, I don't know, I need it every now and again. But I'm not going to let it sit for too long, so I'm just going to go ahead and take a little eyeshadow brush and just lightly dust it away. Like I said, I don't want to let it sit and bake for too long because my skin is dry, so I don't want to look crusty or anything like that because that's not cute. And taking my Smashbox Cover Shot Bold Eyeshadow Palette in that green shade, I'm taking one of my Sephora Pro Crease brushes just to really lightly blend this in. And you guys can see that it starts off as such a nice light wash of color, and as you kind of use it a little heavy-handed, it kind of starts to get that real pigmentation. So I have used this palette in multiple videos. I love this palette. It's a great one for introducing it to spring. But I'm going to go ahead and layer that color. So I'm going to go in between brushes and blend. And once I feel like I have a good enough blend, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting my crease. I didn't want too much of that green kind of showing through, but I am going to go ahead and cut my crease with I'm using a Wet n Wild what is this, a gel liner brush or an eyebrow brush or something like that. But I'm making sure that I'm being pretty careful and taking my time and just really just making sure that it all kind of gets there. And after that, I'm going to take my Kat Von D Metal Matte eyeshadow palette and take the shade Tinsel. And we are going to go ahead and use that to pack that right on the inner half of our eye. So I did wet my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus, and you guys can see that I'm blowing away some fallout there. But I am just going to go ahead and pack that right onto my lid and moving to my finger to get even more of a lovely color payoff. Look at that. Yes. And back into that eyeshadow palette, we are going to go ahead and take this really awesome purple shade right here. And we are just going to go ahead and take it and put it on our outer half, and we are going to go ahead and start blending. This look is a whole lot of fun because we are using a ton of odd colors. This was inspired by Shani, Grimmond, and Shelby here on YouTube, which Shelby is my favorite YouTuber ever, so I had to recreate this, and I do love it. So I'm just going to go ahead and really blend that out as best as I possibly can. And taking my Urban Decay Heavy Metal Liquid Liner, I'm going to go ahead and put that right over where I did cut the crease. And I know I ended up blending a lot of it out so it doesn't really look like too much of a cut crease. But I did go ahead and layer up this glitter as best as I possibly could. And this look was so awesome. Look at that glitter. Shelby used a silver glitter, but here is the look. And I'm just going to go ahead and do my other eye off camera and pop on lashes. And I am back. Other eye done. Lashes and mascara done. But I'm going to go ahead and go straight into bronzing and contouring. I forgot to show a product clip of this, but this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder contour kit in the light to medium. And I'm using the shade Havana, yeah, I want to say. today to go ahead and bronze and contour because I really did want really nice warm skin, and taking my Lexi like small contour small contour brush just to go ahead and blend that all out. And sorry my camera's going in and out of focus. Like I said, this is using my new camera, so I'm getting used to it. And I'm taking my Milani blush in Rose. We are just, what is it? Romantic Rose, excuse me. We are just going to go ahead and take that onto the apples of my cheeks, and I'm using a Morphe E4 brush. I usually use my other one from the older collection, but this one is one of my newer ones because, you know, you can't have ugly ones. And for highlight, I'm taking Crushed Pearl from the Anastasia Glow Kit and wetting my brush with the Milani, what's it called, Make It Last setting spray. And we are just really lightly going to go ahead and go over, make sure our cheeks are glowing. Like, I always forget about this highlight palette, but I love this one, like, so much. And literally, like, look at that. Ooh, ooh, so beautiful. But we're just gonna go ahead and really try to blend it out our best, and just going really light-handed. But for lips today, I'm taking my Kylie Jenner Little Mini Liquid Lipsticks from her Valentine's Day line. First, I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Malibu, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just apply this all over my lips. At first, I used Decay, which it was a little too dark and a little too like just a little too like browny, like orangey brown for this one, so I decided to go with Malibu because it was a little bit cooler. But just to add a little bit of gloss, I'm going to go ahead and take literally from that same Valentine's Day one, and we're going to layer that on top. And this, like, I love the gloss, like it paired so nicely. And here is the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This was super crazy fun, outside of the box. It's a great pop of color and introduction to spring, so I hope you like this. But please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave this video a thumbs up. I will see you in the next one, guys.